come and kiss me thingy. Where is it? Did I talk about that already? Oh. I'm giving off a lot of biblical reference because there are many types of fall, right? There's the fall of Adam and Eve. There's Niagara Falls. Just kidding. It's reverse 추격자. Oh, Inception. Oh my god. Say sorry. And retaining the meaning, the original meaning, and the culture within those words. It matters. Ooh. Oh, I still don't know. I feel like if he runs, it would be faster. Isn't that so beautiful? Hi everyone, this is Riya. I'm a Thai prose poet and a scholar living in England. I used to work as an interview scriptwriter for a Thai cable music channel in which idol groups would appear for overseas promotions, and I also used to work as a lyrics translator for some music agencies. Now as a prose poet and a scholar, I give guest lectures on Asian narratives and fan cultural productions at English universities. Today we're going to be watching 투모로우바이투게더's Chasing That Feeling music video. To my subscribers, I'm wearing a coat because it got cold suddenly for these past 2 days. I think today it was at like 4 degrees Celsius and I live in an Arctic. So when it's hot, it's hot. When it's cold, it's cold. Have you guys ever watched The Day After Tomorrow? Like the windows frozen shut by snowflake pattern frosts. Frost! I realized that it's not a 2-hour film like I wanted. But that's okay, I can just watch it 10 times. Or how many times do you have to watch it to make it 2 hours? I can't do math. We're going to be watching official music video, but we are also going to watch the Studio Chung, the Chung Studio Chung. If there's anything you'd like me to watch or listen to for this comeback, please leave them in the comments below. I would really appreciate it. Oh, and I saw that Yeonjun went on BAM House. So we're going to watch that as well. And there's also the new idol human idol theater. We might watch that, but let me know if I should watch that or watch the other versions first. I saw that they did a show interview with Jessie. I want to watch that because I love Jessie. She's so in your face. I wish I had her courage and her fierceness. Biggest crush on Jessie. Let me know if that's something you'd like to see me watch. Right, okay, let's get started. What do I do? Alright, screen recording. I'm so excited. Ah! Oh, something's happened. Just the cityscape's already very pretty. Okay. Subtitle on. Everything's in order. 1, 2, 3. Oh, Avengers. Oh. Was this filmed in New York? Or Chicago, or where is it filmed? Oh. Oh wow. Oh, they're starting off. Oh. Oh, wings. It started off. Oh. Oh, Taeyeon. Oh. Yeonjun looks so skeletal. I hope it's just a concept. Oh. He has a very dreamy face. Oh, green. He looks very. Oh, I'm concerned. It's very triggering, actually. I have something to say. Oh, oversized blazer. Oh. Why are you doing? I don't understand. Oh, it's very retro. Oh, get down from there.
from the sky, and everything's gonna be alright.
Let me just stop there. What I wanted to say was, it started off really strong. It's a return to the love song and lover imagery, because they talked about heaven, right? In love song, they talked about heaven's not for them. In lover, they talk about the fall being beautiful, but they're not falling yet. So at first glance, it seemed like it's the same story, but it's actually not, because of the two lines. There's a line that says, okay, so it started off really strong, right? With Hongyu singing 전국을 등진한 I who turned my back on heaven fall from the sky. You know what I think? It's giving off a lot of biblical reference. You know, because there are many types of fall, right? There's the fall of Adam and Eve. There's Niagara Falls, just kidding. There's the fall of Adam and Eve, and there's also the fall of Icarus. Common imageries that K-pop songs and MVs use. The reason this is the fall of Lucifer, the fall of the morning star, the archangel who became Satan. I will explain why after the video because I don't want to pause for too long. But what did I want to say here? This is interesting as well. I'll come back to this because they just flipped the narrative. They flipped the narrative of what they always used to say, because they always used to say, like, 나를 구해줘, right? Like, save me, or saying that you're my savior. But now they're saying, even if I'm broken, leave me. Like, I don't need saving. I'll just keep on chasing that feeling. And the feeling, in this case, I would argue, is their destiny, even if it's not grand or beautiful. And which is why it's different from love song and lover, where I mentioned before in my love song analysis, right, that they were denouncing authentic liberation, and I was talking about that in terms of Kierkegaard. But this is not a denouncement. They are accepting their fate, but it sounds like they're not, which is really interesting, because you're saying their fate, their destiny is not beautiful, and that's fine. This is beautiful lyrics. Oh my god, I think I'm gonna cry. Why do I always cry? These lines are interesting as well. 길을 잃었던 나의 시간. I don't know how the official English lyrics have been translated as, because I know that Hype don't translate these word for word, and the localization is sometimes very frustrating because you think the idols are singing something, but they're actually not singing that at all, and they're singing something else, and I think it's a loss for international fans. They like change the lyrics too much, maybe. I don't know. That's a feeling I get because I used to be a lyric translator, right? I think when it comes to lyrics and poetry, you need to keep words matter and retaining the meaning, the original meaning, and the culture within those words. It matters, right? But anyway, so here, 길을 잃었던 나의 시간. They're not saying they lost time. They say the time has lost its way, like the time got lost. Like time is traveling and it got lost on its way to wherever. Isn't that so beautiful? Saying like my time lost its way. They're not saying that they lost time or that they wasted time. They're saying like it was traveling and then it got lost. And that personification, I find that really beautiful. Really beautiful. I love it. There was another line that I wanted to talk about. 비로소 진실을 봤어. I finally saw the truth. Which is why it's not about denouncing. It's about accepting. They finally saw the truth and they decided like, oh, heaven is not for me. So they turned their back on heaven and fall from the sky because they know that that's their fate. Come and kiss me thingy. Where is it? Did I talk about that already? This is so funny that they say like 조금 아파도, but then they say burn and fall like a shooting star. It's not 조금. It sounds like it's gonna hurt a lot, baby. Oh, here. This line was the line that made me realize that they're flipping the narrative and they're no longer denouncing their destiny, their authentic liberation. It's a move forward from the anti-Kierkegaard thing that we talked about in my second ever video on this channel. My first ever MV that I watched of 투모로우바이투게더. So this is really interesting. I'm so excited because I get to see the progress of the narrative. Oh my god, I feel like I'm gonna scream. I love it when things come together like this. So beautiful. Okay, let's just watch from Yeonjun grabbing onto the back of the taxi that almost crashed into him. We'll start there because I still need to figure out why he was doing that. I'm confused. I think there are probably a lot of Easter eggs in terms of film references, right? But that's not my area of expertise. So Yeonjun is blue. So like red, fire, green. Is Pongyu time traveling like Back to the Future with a car? Oh, 혜연. That's Johnson's voice, right? Ooh. Oh, I love the way he sang that. It was like very lazy, like aesthetically, on purpose. Oh, it's reverse 추격자. Oh, Inception. Oh my god. Oh, Doctor Strange. You guys, they did the reverse 추격자. Infinite 추격자. Oh my god. How much did they spend on this? Can't. I'm fluffy. Oh. Ooh, they got an actual. Is he a film director? Before we get into like some of the analysis that I mentioned and like the biblical stuff, I feel like I didn't appreciate the visuals enough because I was so focused on, because the lyrics were so beautiful and I loved it. So let me just get started on the voice. You know what I really love? My favorite part, I don't know why, it's always Pomgyu's bits that I end up loving, is stuck in my head, because when he opened the song, right? When he said about the 환각, I love the way his voice, there was like a dip that makes you feel the fall. If that makes sense. I don't know what it's called because I'm not a singer, but I loved it. I loved it so much. I loved it. Wait, again, just one more time. How do you even do that? Oh my god, one more time please. Oh, I loved it. Oh my god, my hair. Okay, what does one more time. I like the wings movement thing. Oh, he's a grown boy now. Kai's grown now. Oh, I talked about, you know, the lazy singing that he does, and it's very effective because it's very good. It makes me curious on how he's like developed into this. Like, I want to see, you know, his earlier when he was young. It's very natural because even with like Lucel, was it Lucel Lava? As if like a preview of like Stranger Things, was it with Tete? Very angsty. Good job. How do I explain it? I think he was still trying to find what felt natural for him. You know, when you grow up, as you grow, you flip between the two, right? Extremities, between underdoing it and then overdoing it. And then eventually you reconcile and find a medium ground where you're the most comfortable, in my opinion, as someone who's new to this. I can see that progressing his, I don't want to say characterization because it makes him feel like he's not real, but like the characterization of his idol persona, you can feel that he's comfortable in the way that he performs, and it's not done in a way that you can tell that it's a performance. It comes from inside. I hope that makes sense. Do we even have to talk about Taeyeon's voice? It's interesting that he's the one who sang that line. Yeah, what I talked about Yeonjun is that I'm concerned for his health because he looked really skinny, and it reminds me of when I used to have an eating. I'm not saying that he has an eating disorder. I'm just saying that it reminds me like the skeletal kind of frame. I'm sure he's healthy, and he's, you know, I mean, you've got to be healthy and strong in order to dance this well, right? I've heard from you that he eats a lot. So I'm sure he's doing great, so there's no need to worry. So in terms of aesthetics, it might just be a concept because it's kind of like Sirius Black, you know, with like the tattoos and like the skeletal frame. So they all have their own destinies and they're chasing their feeling. I love that line. Hey, say sorry. It's very Lucifer. I still don't know. I feel like if he runs, it would be faster. Pomgyu with the car. You know what he reminds me of? A kid I used to tutor. He's like national race car driver, the youngest race car driver, and his mother asked my mom to ask me to help him get into a good university in the UK. He didn't have good grades. But anyways, I managed to get him in with a scholarship, so. But anyways, Bongyu reminds me. That boy, not boy, that student was also really tall. Are you overcompensating? What are you doing? Get down from there, please. It's dangerous. So cool though. I'm not sure, because like, you know, when they have like belts as chokers, I know it's a common thing nowadays with K-pop idols, but it's I'm not gonna say anything about that. Okay, and they ended. Oh, Taeyeon's face. Their nose, the highlights really. That sparkle thingy, they better be able to do that in the live performance or I'll be disappointed. When they do that, there better be sparks. you better make it happen. Oh yeah, the shukyokja that I wanted to. I really like the Inception, Doctor Strange. I said I wanted time travel, and they did space time instead. That's fine. I'll take it. This fit. The song by Infinite, Shukyokta, which is called The Chaser actually. The song called The Chaser. They did this. That's like the point of the choreo. That's like the killing point. But now they did the reverse Shukyokta. The ending. That's interesting. So they broke out of the song entirely, and they're not following the narrative. They broke out of the narrative and became themselves. I found that interesting. I need to think more about what that means, but that's interesting. So let's talk about the Lucifer thingy. I believe it's the fall of the morning star of Lucifer, who became Satan, right, in the Bible. Because of the lines in the lyrics that I already talked about, you know, when they talk about like 전국을 등진난, I who turned my back on heaven, fall from the sky. So I already mentioned how that's about acceptance, not denouncement. Because in Love Song and Lose a Lover, they talk about falling a lot, right? And how the you is the savior, and like, you know, 나를 구해줘, and so on, right? But this time they say, 강하진 하여도 leave me. Even if I'm broken, leave me. Like, don't save me. I've accepted my fate. In the accepting of the fate, they become whole, because you're only broken when you see yourself as broken. And in order to accept their destiny, they're saying that they're ready to accept their destiny because they finally saw the truth and is able to accept it, right? Even if it's not grand or beautiful, bring it on. Even if it's painful, bring it on, because this is my fate. I like that progress, the narrative progress. That makes me really excited. So the thing with the leave me, like don't save me, is that it's as if they're saying that they don't want to be delivered from evil. They will accept their ungodly fate, because the fall is inevitable, even if they have to fall alone. Because in Lose a Lover, they said, even with you, like the fall would be beautiful. So they were already anticipating it. But this one, there's no you at all. In the song, do you notice? There's no like, oh, you're the person who will save me. The songs that I've listened to so far, 투모로우바이투게더, they all have you. This is the title track that I've listened to that doesn't have a you. That's why it's different. And it's about claiming independence and authentic liberation. Even if their authentic liberation is not beautiful or, you know, shining like a star. And because of the star imagery and the talks of heaven and turning their backs on heaven or being cast out and accepting the fate in a place that is not so beautiful, I think we've moved on from the Neverland into something more biblical. This is my understanding of the song. And just like with Sugar Rush Ride, why they talk about rationality, they start personifying rationality. Our thoughts have stopped breathing. In this one, it's time that's being personified. So they're saying time got lost on its way to wherever. My time has got lost. They're not saying that they wasted time or that they lost time. They're saying that time got lost. I don't know about you, but as a poet and as a writer, I found that really poignant, and I love it. I just love it. Right, we're going to stop here. And this has been my reaction and commentaries and review of 투모로우바이투게더's Chasing That Feeling. I hope you had fun and that you enjoyed and got something out of my commentaries. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you're new to this channel, please introduce yourself in the comment section. I'd like to get to know everyone because I read every comment. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!